Well, now I want to show you how to extend the canvas. This will give us lots of options for more creativity with our borders. So, first I can come up here to Image and I can go down to Canvas Size. In here, I'm centered in the middle and I can just add. So if it's 9 by 6.75, I want to add an inch on either side. So we'll go 11 by 8.75. Centered extension of the background will be in white, which is giving us an indicator here, and we can see it here. If I click there, I can pick white, black, gray, or other. Other could be anything from the color picker. So let's just hit OK. And now I have an extended white border. That's one way. So let's come back, Command Z. Let's do it another way. Let's unlock this background. It's going to give us more options if we do that. To unlock it, we just click on it and the little lock goes away. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. Canvas size. And instead of adding an inch here, I'm going to click relative and I'm just going to go 2 and 2. So it'll add an inch on either side all the way around. That's an easy way to do this as well. Now notice we don't have an option here for the canvas extension color. Now my extension is transparency. And this is great because now with transparency, if I come down here and hold the command key and click on the layer, I just made a selection around the image itself. I'm going to do Command D to get rid of it. Remember earlier when we did the simple stroke, we just did Command A? Command A selects the whole canvas, but we don't want to put a stroke at the end of our white border there. We want to put a stroke around this. So Command click, and that brings up the dancing ants. We could add a new layer and we can come up here and go Edit, Stroke, 10 pixels, black, inside again, and we leave this all the same. Well, I'm going to continue to choose inside because it's going to give me a nice crisp point. If I were to choose outside or center, it would start to round the edge. So I'll show you that in a second, but let's just do this one. Okay, I'll make this larger so you can see the edge. Okay, Command D. There's a nice crisp edge for you. So we're going to go in. We're going to call this one inside. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to Command click on layer 0 to bring up the dancing ants. We're going to go Edit, Stroke. We're going to choose outside this time and hit OK. And look at how yucky, high-tech word, that corner is. It's just like chopped off with a pair of scissors or something. Looks really ugly. So that's why I don't like that. And if we were to do, what was it, middle? Let's see, I'm going to do Command Z. Okay, this is outside. Oh, the other one is called center, outside. Okay, one more. Turn that eyeball off. Oh, turn off that eyeball, turn that eyeball back on. Stroke, center, same thing. It's not quite as bad as it is on the outside, but it's still not a nice crisp point. So we like those crisp points. Okay, so that is extending the canvas with a stroke. But you might find it bothersome to be looking at that transparency. You can always create a new blank layer and fill it. Get rid of the dancing ants. Fill it. I'm going to come over here and grab our paint bucket. Fill it with white. Now, our image disappeared. Look at our layer stack. The reason it disappeared is because that white layer is now on top of our layer 0. So let's just drag it down below. Remember, we can move those layers. Now, there is a extended canvas with a stroked border. And let's turn on the stroke we like, the inside. And there we go. Good job. That is your second stroke. One more thing I want to show you. Another way to extend the canvas. I'm going to use the crop tool this time. I don't want it to be square. I'm going to go with the original ratio. And then all we do is drag it out. So this is another way to extend the canvas. And if I want, I don't even have to do an original ratio or any ratio. I can come in here and hit clear. And it's going to allow us to do that. Yeah, I should be able to drag in any direction. A lot of times I use this because I like to have more weight at the bottom, especially if I'm going to add text, which is what we're going to do next. Okay, let's see here. I think that border's a little bit too far. So that's looking pretty good. We'll hit return on our keyboard. I can also once again create a new layer, fill that layer with some white, drag it below, and then if I need to reposition this layer, I can just go to the move tool, V on your keyboard, and I can move it in 1 pixel increments. If I want to know that it's lined up properly, I can use my guides. So notice my rulers are up. To bring up your rulers, you hit Command R, they go away, or Command R, they come back. Or you can go up to View and turn on the rulers right here. You see they're on because there's a little check mark. View, let's turn them back on. Okay? So this is really cool, you guys. You come over here in the middle of the ruler. Don't click on the edge, don't click on a number, but in the middle, just click, hold, and drag over. And this is a guide. So that's very handy. Click, hold, drag. And one other thing that I have going on View, I have snap turned on. So it's snapping to like the center of the canvas and things like that. Sometimes snap is not a great thing, so just know where it is so you can turn it on and off. I'm going to come back over here, and always I have to keep just dragging all the way across. So I did a pretty darn good job eyeballing that up, you guys. I'm rather impressed with myself. And that's looking good. Okay, new blank layer. And command click, bring up those dancing ants. And we can stroke one more time. Color. This time we want black. Make sure when you do this, if you come to the color picker, that you choose 000. That's 100% black. That's what you want for a stroke, not a 10, an 8, and a 6 or something like that. Hit OK. So there's our black. We're going to go inside and hit OK. Command D. So those are two ways to have a simple stroke and extend your border.